An apology to make in this video. A couple of things. So life has been unexpected in the past 9 months or so. We have had an incredible 2025. I've shared a little bit about that in a previous video. I want to let you know that I will be recording video of a football game tomorrow evening. I will be streaming video of a football game on Friday evening, and I am ready to get back on this horse. I do need to apologize. There have been some folks who have reached out to me in the time that I have been out of pocket, who have asked for advice or who've asked for a one-on-one consultation, and I haven't even had the capacity to answer them. For that, I deeply apologize. If you still would like to reach out and would like to set that up, I am now again scheduling things for one-on-one consultations. I'll be glad to answer questions that you have and respond to emails and text messages if you have that capability. So there's my apology, and it's heartfelt. And I know that what I do in making YouTube videos is something that God put in front of me. There's no doubt about it. This all started back in COVID, and I know that it was a time when there were a lot of people who needed to be able to reach into loved ones, friends, communities, into their homes and deliver messages. It's a great thing to get to do, and I was thrilled to get to help people do just that. And as we came out of COVID, saw the great benefit of sports communities being able to stream for their home community, their family, aging parents and grandparents who just can't make it to every game that kids go to, busy folks who need to listen or watch at work. We saw an opportunity, and so I know this has been something encouraging. It's been something helpful, and I've been honored and privileged to be able to have a role in this. But that's who I am. I preach that way on Sundays. My sermons are designed to be encouraging, encouraging people to walk with the Lord, encouraging folks to love their neighbor as they love themselves. To be right in a fallen world. All of those things are part of who I am, no matter where I am. I'm that kind of friend. If I'm helping my friend work on his Jeep, I'm encouraging them that as a matter of fact, they can do what it is that they've set out to do. Or if I'm helping them work on bicycles, then the same kind of thing. But that's who I want to be as a person in this life, is someone who is encouraging and beneficial to have around, someone who's helpful to the people that are in my circle or just outside of my circle. Even I want to be able to influence folks. That's a noble and praiseworthy kind of desire that's in my heart, and I think God put it there. And so I know this is something that I need to, like I said, get back on that horse and do. So we'll begin streaming again. We will begin. I have a few reviews to do. The announcement is that the channel's not going to be the same. I will not try to get 2 videos out a week. I will not try to stream and record content all at the same time. If I get a video out a week, I think that's the high water mark. Maybe less than that. But you know what? That's okay. I think I can be encouraging and helpful and beneficial to people by producing content that comes out 2, 3, maybe 4 times a month, and I'm going to be okay with it. I'm going to let that settle well inside of me. I do want to confess to you that the YouTube struggle to say, you know what, I'm going to be relevant and I'm going to be consistent, and it just about knocked me off. It's something that just I began to dread it, and I didn't want to do it anymore, and I had to get my headspace back right before I could start. And with all that's happened in our family, with the loss of my father-in-law, with the mother-in-law's health problems, with my kids getting married, with funerals that I've had to do in my church of people I dearly, dearly loved, and this had to take a back burner for a while. And I know folks understand that, but I just wanted to offer the apology that I'm sorry I wasn't accessible in that time, and I'm just telling you, I think I'm back into a time where I can be more accessible. Now, the announcement that I want to make is that the change in our channel will include some review of products. I still want to do some product reviews, but I spent so much time trying to dive into the firmware and software updates, trying to know this brand of camera, that brand of camera, that brand of encoder, that brand of microphone. I just don't have the time or the space to do that anymore. So I'm not going to. If things come across my desk that I think are valuable to you, I will bring them to you. And that may mean someone has sent them to me and it didn't cost me anything. And I'm not going to apologize for that. That's fine. If companies see value in me putting their product out and it's a good product, I'll bring it to you. But if they don't, or if their product isn't of high quality, high value, I won't bring that to you. And you can just trust that what I put in front of you is something that I think will be beneficial to you. That's the way this channel is going to run. There'll be reviews from time to time, but most of the time, it's going to be about my experience doing this thing that I love, getting to PA announce football games and stream all at the same time, getting to run the clock. Sometimes when I fill in and doing that, when I'm not PA announcing, and stream football games and then baseball games and then basketball games and then community events and obviously the church streaming that I do as well. All of those still have a role in this channel. Folks, I'm telling you, I'm going to be a little bit more reflective. I'm going to be a little bit more relatable, I think, in the things that I have to say to you on this YouTube channel. So that being said, tomorrow night I'll be filming from the visitor side. I'll be working on an away game setup, and so I'll set up from the visitor side just like I would if it were truly an away game for us. And that's usually a one camera setup. It's usually cellular based because that's what it usually is. I may try to run my Starlink Mini over there on the far side. It's not hard to set up. It doesn't take a whole lot of equipment. It's all in one handy case. And so that may be what we get to do. Tune in for that video as it will come out next week or the week after. I don't know. Not going to get in a hurry to try to get these just punched out every time that I get one recorded. Now, I do want to say for those of you that submitted your channel and your information about your setup, those have been so much fun to go through. I've so thoroughly enjoyed what you guys do to stream your baseball, mostly baseball setups. Some of you are streaming other things, and that's a thrill for me as well. It's a treat for us to get to look at what it looks like for sports other than baseball. But that's not going to come out until the spring. I thought I could get it out at the end of the summer. I really thought I could, but the way life has been, it's not going to happen. So I'll be working through those this winter in some of the downtime, fall and winter, some of the downtime. And just before we get to our spring push for baseball streaming, I'll get to release that video. And that's when it's going to be a lot of fun because you'll get to see some of your setups in there as well. And I think that'll be beneficial to all of us. So I just want to say, thank you for the support that you've shown. Thank you for the prayers and the encouragement that you've offered. Some of you have emailed heartfelt. Dodie Rallman, thank you for being a friend who emails me, and I apologize that I did not email you back every time. But brother, you're such an encouragement to me, and I thank you so much for checking up on us, and for the rest of you who do as well. Not to call you by name, but just to recognize that so many of you have known we've been going through a hard time. You've lifted us up in prayer. You've reached out and said, "Hey, I'm thinking about you, praying for you," and that does not go unnoticed. Thank you so much for the compassion that you've shown. I trust that what we do in the future will be something that not only is good for you and me, but it's also good for your community where you are plugged in, where God has you planted. And I pray that you grow, put down deep roots where God has you planted. Jeremiah 29:7. I know a lot of folks love Jeremiah 29:11, but 29:7 says, "Pray for the place where I have sent you. Pray for its peace and its prosperity, that as it prospers, you too may prosper." So wherever you are, wherever God has led you and put you, pray for that place. You'll be praying for yourself as you do. God bless. Have a great afternoon.